All right, if you're a content creator right now, wow, you are living smack in the middle of one of the biggest shakeups in history. The tools we all use to make videos are becoming, well, unimaginably powerful. And the rules of the game, they're being rewritten like every single day. So today, we're going to break it all down. This is your survival guide for this wild new world. Let's just get right to it. The big, scary question that's probably been rattling around in your head. Could an AI actually take your job? I mean, think about it. AI can now spit out entire videos from just a few words and a prompt. So is our role, the human creator's role, really at risk? And listen, this isn't some far-off sci-fi thing. We're talking about projections of over 1 million jobs gone in 2025 as companies pivot to AI. This is a very real fear, and it's happening now. And guess what? We're not going to have to wait very long for an answer. The very platforms where we build our careers, yeah, I'm looking at you, YouTube, are already making massive changes to their algorithms and their policies. The future of what we do is literally being decided as we speak. So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the AI video revolution itself. Then we'll meet your new co-directors. After that, we got to talk about the great AI slop flood. Yeah, it's a thing. Then we'll see how YouTube's fighting back with new rules, give you a creator playbook for 2026, and finally, talk about why your future is not about AI. Okay, let's dive in. The rise of AI video is the absolute definition of a double-edged sword. On one side, you've got this incredibly powerful tool that lets pretty much anyone create a video, which is amazing. But on the other side, it's a very real threat to the value of anything made by a human. And if you want a sense of just how fast this is all moving, check out this quote. Just a couple of years ago, AI could make these weird, short, silent little clips. Now, the best models can generate the video, the dialogue, the sound effects, even the music, all in one go. We're not just moving pixels around anymore. We're generating entire synchronized scenes from nothing. With all this new power, you really should stop thinking about these AIs as simple tools. It's better to think of them as creative partners, or maybe even your new co-directors. Each one has its own personality, its own strengths and weaknesses that make it better for certain jobs. So let's meet the big three in 2026. You've got Google's Veo 3.1, who we're calling the control freak. It gives you unbelievable precision. Then there's Kling 2.6 from China, the speed demon, which is just shockingly fast. And finally, you have OpenAI's Sora 2, the storyteller, which is fantastic at understanding and creating narrative ideas. And when you look at the hard numbers here, you can see how this all plays out in the real world. Kling's crazy speed makes it perfect for turning out content for social media. Veo's 4K resolution, that's ideal for high-end professional B-roll. And Sora's deep understanding of narrative, well, that makes it the #1 choice for cinematic storytelling. Each co-director has a very clear role to play. But, this explosion in AI power, it has a really dark side. Because the barrier to making a video is now basically zero, all the platforms are just drowning. They're drowning in a sea of low-effort, automated content. And that's making it so much harder for everyone, including you, to stand out. You want to know how bad it is? A recent study found that over 1/5, 21% of videos shown to new YouTube users are now considered AI-generated slop. Think about that. That's 1 in every 5 videos. And this flood of, let's be honest, brain rot content has a huge consequence. It's devaluing everything, including all of your hard work. You know those generic tutorials, those faceless top 10 listicles, the kind of stuff that used to build entire channels? Well, AI can now mass produce that stuff, which drives the value of that content straight down to zero. It just makes it so much harder for your high-quality, human-led work to find its audience. So in response to this whole crisis, YouTube is basically playing a constant game of cat and mouse. They're rolling out new rules and new technologies, all designed to do one thing: separate the valuable content from the slop and protect the actual creators who make the platform what it is. The first line of defense is all about protecting your identity. YouTube's new likeness detection system is a super powerful tool. You verify who you are, and it automatically scans the entire platform looking for AI deepfakes that use your face or your voice without permission. Then you can get them taken down. It's brilliant, really. It's basically Content ID for your own likeness. So, this next point is absolutely crucial. It's a new standard for getting paid, called the transformation rule. Here's the deal. Using AI tools is fine. But if you want that content to be monetized, it has to be significantly transformed with unique human input. We're talking about original insight. deep research, meaningful commentary, things a human brings to the table. Just using an AI voice to read a script over stock footage, that's not going to cut it anymore.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem, we've seen the new rules. Now let's get to the good stuff. How do we turn all this into a playbook you can actually use? How do you, as a creator, not just survive in 2026, but actually win?
First things first, we have to understand what's completely obsolete. The old playbook, the volume game. You know what I'm talking about. Pumping out tons of generic, faceless videos aimed at broad keywords. That strategy is dead. Why? Because an AI can play the volume game better than any human ever could, and the algorithm is now actively filtering that low-effort junk out. So, the new strategy is the value game. Instead of going broad, you go deep. You find a hyper-specific niche and build what we're calling a micro-niche moat around it with your expertise, something an AI can't just copy. You obsess over viewer satisfaction. And most importantly, you have to get this. In a world of synthetic media, authenticity is the new backlink. Your proven human identity is now an algorithmic signal of authority.
And this brings us to the single most important takeaway from all of this. Yes, it's crucial to understand and use AI as a tool, but your future as a creator isn't about becoming better at prompting an AI. It's about doubling down on what makes you human. AI systems have this weird problem called catastrophic forgetting. When they learn a new task, they can literally overwrite and forget everything they learned before. Humans, well, we don't work that way. We build on our experiences, we make surprising connections, we learn from a single mistake. An AI can replicate patterns, but it can't replicate that spark of genuine understanding and growth. And that's really the bottom line. An AI can mimic a voice, a face, or a style, but it cannot replicate your lived experiences, your unique perspective, your curiosity, your sense of humor, or your ability to build a real, genuine connection with an audience. In this new world, your humanity is your most valuable intellectual property. So, we'll end with this question for you to take with you. As these tools get more powerful, the creators who succeed aren't going to be the ones who can generate the most content. They'll be the ones who have a clear, compelling answer to this question. Because the algorithm is learning to tell who's real, and real is about to rank.